Edmond isn't well. He's not well. This is my take from episode 1 to 5. No spoilers beyond that. Yeah, something, and the thing is CPTSD probably. Is very serious trauma from his childhood. And what's really curious about it, I'm trying to understand why he thought now was the time to get married. Why he thought he was ready. What he thinks that'll fulfill for him. I mean, I can guess. I think he's looking, subconsciously, I don't think he'd say this, but I think he's looking for a caretaker. I think he's looking for a mother. You know, you hear about his parents. Very, very difficult situation. You hear about his mother, that he's forgiven his mother. I don't know how healthy that forgiveness is. Sometimes we forgive people prematurely to protect ourselves. I mean, how can you not forgive a mother like that, or who had those circumstances? The abandonment would be too extreme, right? You've already been abandoned physically. Now to do it again emotionally, you know, the psyche must protect itself. And so I think he's looking for a mother. And Calibria, I'm curious to see how her personality unfolds. I'd like to hear more from her, to understand her psyche as well, because for somebody to present so clearly as wanting a wet nurse, like that's what he's wanting, and you to really be able to see that this is not going to be a partner in crime, this is going to be your child, and you to run towards that. Mind you, she's a social worker, so she might be oriented to helping people, and she might not be able to differentiate between being in love and wanting like an equal in a husband, and fixing a broken bird. A bird with a broken wing. So I know I have my hopes, and my hopes are that she comes to her senses and says no, and I think she'll do that at the altar. I think she'll try and try and try. I think she has a loyal spirit. Yeah. What do you guys think about Edmond? What's happening there? Like, what is? Yeah, I think he needs help, and I hope he feels he can get that. I hope he doesn't have stigma around getting help, around really getting support via a professional mental health service, support via medication if he needs it, support via a different lifestyle if he needs that, and maybe a diagnosis or several. But he's not doing well, and I'm just trying to understand what person would see someone like that and be like, yeah, this is a husband. There was a lot of projecting. I think Calibria must have projected a lot onto him that just wasn't there. When he called her an alpha in the pods, and when he called her strong, she's like, I don't want to be strong. I was like, yeah, this is the evidence, and this is what I'm talking about identity, about over-relying on familiar identities. They could tell. They knew at some point the other was black. And that whole thing of going where we're comfortable, going where we've previously made a home, generally speaking, that's fine, as in like to go with if you're used to dating immigrants and that feels safe, like Ali and Anton, fine, or used to dating inside your race, fine, but understanding that can also end up just being so skin deep, and we have to connect based on like morals and values and shared ways of seeing the world, and our capacities. And Edmond has no capacity. He has no capacity. Yeah, I really hope he gets the help he needs. What do you guys think?